Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Post-Crescent's Varsity Roundtable, a weekly look at high school sports in the Fox Valley area and the only live online high school sports talk show in the state. I'm Ricardo Arguello, part of the USA Today Network Wisconsin digital live stream team, and we are here in an amazing high definition at the mothership, the Post-Crescent, 306 West Washington Street, downtown Appleton. And this week our focus shifts to spring sports and specifically girls track and field, and we have two representatives from one of the top teams in our area from the Appleton North girls track and field team. Farthest over to my right we have Mary Rose. Mary Rose, say hi to everyone.
Hi.
There we go, Mary Rose Flood. And then directly to my right we have Jordan Prince. Jordan.
Hello.
There we go. These two ladies are on hand to talk about the big season they're expecting from each other and from the rest of their teammates this spring, whenever it gets started, but we'll talk about more of that in a little bit. But I want to let everyone know that we are interactive, so if you have any kind of questions for Jordan or Mary Rose, please log into the live chat that you should see next to the viewer if you're watching this on the desktop. Give yourself a name. Don't be putting anonymous or guess. Mary Rose and Jordan, they want to know who's asking these questions, so please do that. And also, we have Brett Christopherson handling those questions behind the computer over there. He'll get those over to us right away. Don't forget about Rosen keeping that live stream machine alive. Jim Rosendick, hopefully he doesn't conk out on us, but he's doing the engineering thing over there, but like I do for every show. And I know prom's coming up. Sorry, ladies, guys, you can't be asking these ladies for numbers or anything like that. It's just got to be track, okay? Just talk about track, and we'll be fine. Now, we had that the first couple times we did the show. Sorry, we can't do that. We're just talking athletics on here. Okay, we're going to get some introductions, okay? So farthest over to my right is Mary Rose Flood. Mary Rose, look at the camera. Let everyone know the events that you run in.
I run the mile, 800, and 4x8.
Okay, and how did you get in track? Go ahead.
Well, I started in middle school because my older sister, she ran in middle school and she was running on the high school team. And I knew that my mom, she used to run when she was younger, so I just kind of went out for it and I really liked it.
All right, great. Jordan, same thing. The events that you run in, and also how you got into track.
I run the 100, 200, 400, and I'm in the 4x1, 4x2, and 4x4 relays. And I guess I just always, in my childhood, was watching my older brother run in meets, and I really liked the atmosphere, so that made me want to try out for the middle school team. Okay,
great stuff. Now, if you have any questions, look at them. Look how excited they are. They want to answer any questions that you might have, so please get those questions to us right away. Billions could be watching us, by the way, if China's checking in Russia. You never know who's watching us tonight. Let's talk shop. Let's talk about the Lightning track team. You two are two integral members of that team, defending FVA champs. We talked about the events that you're competing in, but give me some team expectations for this year. I'm putting you right on the spot right away. So we're going to start over here with Mary Rose on this one. Yeah, give me some team expectations for the Lightning this year.
I think we just want to try our best this year. We have a lot of good returning runners and athletes, and we just want to have fun and do our best and just, hope for the best.
Okay, all right. Jordan.
Yeah, kind of the same thing what Mary Rose said. I think that if we put the work in at practice, the results will show.
Okay, all right. Brett, let me know when you have a question, okay, because I want to ask about the FVA champs. You ladies were FVA champs. That's your first time, apparently, because I asked you before this. How exciting was that to get that finally, right? Finally, you ladies bringing home the championship title for the FVA. We'll start here with Jordan. What do you remember from that? Actually, I think that was down at Colf, right, or the Titan Stadium, right, is what you guys had that. So what was that experience like getting that championship?
Well, I had just run the 4x4, so I was actually cooling down when they got the trophy, so I didn't even get to experience the
You didn't get to experience it.
No.
You put in all the hard work, but didn't get to experience it. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it was exciting to know we finally did it and finally won.
Okay. All right. Mary Rose, what do you remember?
Yeah, no, I remember I ran the mile and 800, so that was kind of a tough double, and then after at the end, after the 4x4 one, we found out that we won. And it was really exciting because we were kind of thinking about it all year long, but we weren't sure if we were going to get it, and we did, so it was really exciting.
How geeked was Coach Shattuck that you ladies had brought that home?
Yeah.
Anything that you remember from that?
I just remember him being really excited, and I don't know, he was just yeah, we got it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Anything you remember? How about the bus ride home? Come on, that had to have been, you ladies were partying it up a little bit, right?
Yeah. I mean, we were all really excited about it, and so was he. I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't there when we got the trophy, so I don't know how he reacted.
She's not letting that go, by the way. She's very upset that she wasn't there
to see it,
to capture it all, to capture that whole vibe. And okay, Brett, let me know when you have something there online. Why does Mother Nature hate all you spring athletes? Can you please explain this to me? Because I'm looking at the forecast. You ladies, we were talking beforehand, by the way, and they've been in one event or one track meet this year, right? And that was how long ago? That was right in mid-March or late March, right?
Yeah, like before spring break sometime.
So the ladies, look how itching they're rearing to go here, and Mother Nature's not helping you out. As an athlete, how frustrating is that to get all worked up? I know you guys go to practice, everything like that, but not to compete. And how big of a drain is that on you? Would you even say? I mean, you ladies want to go out there and actually try to compete for some points.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's tough because, you know, you want to like kind of get in the mindset of racing again. You want to compete and like just kind of practice for the bigger meets at the end of the season. And it's really hard when like it's snowing in April and we can't run because our meet's canceled. But I mean, just knowing that everybody in the rest of the state's on the same boat really helps too.
Okay.
So, I mean, we just got to push through it and be tough about it. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's frustrating, but we just got to deal with it.
How about for you, Jordan?
We've definitely had to improvise, so
Okay.
we've been using the pool more often than we ever would
okay.
have, and the indoor like track in the gym. And shoot, I just forgot my train of thought.
I have an added question, if you don't mind, Jordan.
Yeah.
We were talking. We had a nice discussion, by the way, before the camera started rolling here, about indoor track and how you ladies, let's be honest, you don't like it too much. Let's talk about that, Jordan, because you're talking about how it actually kind of hurts your feet a little bit, right, to run on those. Go ahead, let it all out. Let it all out, Jordan.
Well, some of the tracks we race on aren't even like 200 meters,
Okay.
which is like a college size track. So that's kind of annoying because you won't get like accurate like times and whatnot. And also the curves are a lot sharper, so it's harder on your feet when you run.
Okay. Do you feel like, okay, you talked about the corners being, do you think that affects your time then because you're being a little bit more cautious?
Yeah,
Mary Rose, you can add on to this as well.
Yeah, definitely, because straightaways are like the easiest way to run.
Oh,
like
right.
when you're running on curves, it's always harder to run your full speed.
Okay. Mary Rose, what do you want to add to that?
Yeah, definitely, especially for like the longer distances. You know, well, like for one thing, it's the beginning of the season, so you're not in your best shape. But
Okay.
then when you're running on like an indoor track where there's a lot more curves, like that just slows you down. And yeah, I don't know. It's not an accurate representation of like the rest of the season, but you just got to do it for practice then.
Do you know anybody who likes the indoor track and running indoor track?
Not really.
No, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Brett, did you have something from online?
I do. I've got a bunch of questions.
All right, here we go. Let's go to online.
Well,
Look at them. They can't wait to answer these questions.
First of all, I'm not used to this microphone in my face,
Okay,
so
all
I got to
right.
get used to that first. But the track fan wants to know, let's keep it on the weather. What do you guys do to keep practices fresh when you can't get outside because of the weather? I know Little Chute had an obstacle course that they ran recently just to kind of...
Obstacle course?
Yeah, just to keep a little fun inside,
Okay.
to keep them stimulated.
Anybody want to go ahead and answer that one?
Yeah, well, kind of like I said, we've been like utilizing the pool and
Okay.
whatnot, and we're also going to be doing like a time trials. So
okay.
we'll be racing against our own team, so that'll kind of get the
Oh,
competition
sure.
like back in. But yeah, that's kind of what we've been doing.
Okay, anything to add?
Yeah, we've been using the pool a lot too, just some weights and stuff. And yeah, we also have been doing like our little distance team, we do like 4 by 200 meter relays, and it's kind of funny because we're distance runners and we don't really sprint. So it's like no matter what, like I mean, it's just for fun. We just we try our best, but yeah, we just do fun things like that.
Okay. Do you have something else, BC?
Yeah, let's keep them coming. Christian wants to know, of all the events that you have run, what is your favorite and why?
Okay. Favorite event and why? Let's start with Mary Rose and go to Jordan on that.
I like the mile because it's not too long but not too short, but it's like long enough where like you finish it and you kind of get like a little bit of a runner's high off it, and it's just a really fun race. And
Okay. Jordan?
Mine would be the 400 because unlike my other two races, it's kind of just you just full out go the whole time, whereas the 400 kind of has some strategy involved.
Okay.
And it's also pretty, like you have to be pretty mentally tough to run it.
Okay.
So.
All right. Good questions. Do you have something else, BC?
That 4x4 at the end of the meet, that's always
It's the most
right?
exciting event, right?
Because it comes down to that race. Let's do a couple more. Spring in Wisco wants to know, what do you think is the hardest event to compete in?
Oh boy.
Maybe it's probably 800 because it's like long but short, and
it's in the middle, right? You can't really. Yeah. Okay.
You just kind of have to go hard the whole time, and it's usually pretty painful. But I haven't done every single event yet, so 2 mile could be the worst one, but I'm not sure yet.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Jordan?
out of the ones I've ran, the 400 would be the worst, in my opinion, because it hurts, and you're thinking about it the whole time. You have time to think during the race, and yeah, that's why it would be my worst.
Great questions. And do you have another one, BC?
Yeah, I've heard 800 and 300 hurdles, too, can be tough as well. Go Fast wants to know, you were both very focused on the track, but have either of you tried any of the field events?
Yeah, great question, because I think I got Are You Kidding Me before when I asked him about that. Who wants to go first with that one? We'll go with Jordan here and then go to Mir. You never wanted to do any of the field events?
I did do long jump, but I didn't jump very far, and Shattuck told me that was the end of my jumping career. So, yeah, that didn't go
Good or
well.
bad, though? You were happy about that, though?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, all right. Mir Rose.
I guess I went out for the high jump in middle school, and I wasn't good at it at all, and I always landed my back on the bar, and it was the most painful thing ever, so yeah, never again.
Okay, good. Interesting stuff. Great stuff. Brett, do you have something
Let's
else?
do a Facebook question. We have one here, too, from Angela Van Loo Gonzalez. I don't know. First of all, she says yes, North with a lightning bolt, but she wanted to know, did either of you place at state?
Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, my 4x4 got 6 at state.
Okay.
Yeah, I was on the 4x4 too, and we got 6, and our 4x8 got 2nd.
Okay. All right. Congratulations on that. And Brett, let me segue into the state track meet, because I'm being real nice here. It's a zoo. Okay. In terms of the number of athletes, people are crossing on the track. The ladies are getting ready. They're bringing out the laundry, in boxes or whatever those things they put all your clothes in. People are all over the place. You got to talk to goofs like me afterwards. You can't even get a chance to catch your breath. How exciting and how annoying is it, Jordan, would you describe that state track meet?
It's really frustrating getting your marks for relays.
Okay.
I think that's really frustrating because I'm also very anxious and I want to get it done and feel confident about it. But it's the coolest feeling ever to be on the track and looking up at the stadium and seeing all those spectators. So it's good and bad at the same time.
Okay. How about for you, Rose?
Yeah, I think it's a really fun meet. I mean, you're just kind of going off of adrenaline the whole time, so as soon as your race starts, it's over, and it's really nice. But the one thing that does bug me is that, before your race, you check in, but they, make you hang out in this tent with, all your other competitors that you're going to race. And it's just, it's really nerve-wracking, and it's just a really weird feeling to know that you're going to be, racing these people soon.
Yeah, I am up a little bit. Give a little intimidating glare.
I don't know.
All right. Well, that is kind of odd that they would put you all kind of like in a little pen there. You guys are all together and everything like that. Do you notice the crowd? And you talked about looking at them, but do you notice because when I'm down there, you hear the roar of the crowd. That is very exciting. And just for a journalist covering it, for you, how do you pay attention to that while you're running or anything like that? Do you even notice it?
Yeah, I try to I honestly block it out. I don't really notice it at all. I'll finish my race and my family and my teammates will be like, I was screaming so loudly for you, and I was like, I didn't hear you at all. So
yeah, same thing. I don't hear it at all. I don't notice it when I'm running, but it's when I'm not running that I do.
Okay. You ladies are really mentally tough. How could you not? Brett, do you have something from online?
I do actually. It's funny. Both kind of the same question that has come from two different people. We'll do track fans though. The best track you've run on outside of the state meet in lacrosse, and the worst.
Yes, I'm glad you put the worst because I know there's some bad tracks. So let's start with the worst. All right, the worst track that you've ever run on, Jordan. You got to be honest here.
I honestly, none have come to mind yet.
Oh, really? Okay.
Maybe our own track.
Okay.
Yes.
Really? Why your own track?
I don't know. When they were building it, they messed something up, so it's basically like running on concrete.
It's torn up. It's very torn up. You can see concrete through the rubber, the rubber's coming off.
Okay.
We're getting a new track next year.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, you guys want people to run on it, but that's unfortunate. And the best track, did you say not saying the state track?
Yeah,
you
of
can't
course,
do state
lacrosse
track.
is the premier.
Outside of the state track meet. Anything from mine?
I thought Kakana's track was really nice.
Okay.
I really liked theirs.
I really liked Oshkosh Titan Stadium track.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. Great stuff from online. Brett, do you have something else?
Yes, bringing Wisco back. Do you have any strange rituals before a meet?
Here we go. That was one of my later questions. Let's do it now, though. Rituals and superstitions. You got to psych up for a race. You got to listen to Bieber. What do you got to do?
Well, I always have to buy dollar pickles from Quick Trip that I eat
Whoa, whoa,
the day
whoa,
of.
whoa, whoa. Now, what happens if there's not a? Do you do this before you get on the bus? What if there's no
No,
Quick Trip?
this is during the day.
Okay.
I have to
Okay,
eat
gotcha.
the pickles during the day before
Okay.
their meat.
I've heard other
lot of
athletes drink.
people
They
say
drink the pickle
pickle
juice.
juice.
Oh, yeah, it's good
What
for
is
you.
up with that?
Yeah.
But what is pickle juice?
I like
you don't
pickle
mind it?
juice. Yeah.
No.
Okay, this is shocking to me.
Just straight pickle juice. Does no. I
Yeah,
don't.
but they like it, and it does work, huh? Okay, look, I'm not going to argue
I'm
because
going to
these
try
are
when I
top
get home
athletes.
tonight. I'm going to try when I get
Oh
home.
God, don't please.
I'm going to.
Well, if you do, I want to see videotape yourself. I see you going to the bathroom right after that. So she does pickle juice, or pickles. I'm sorry. What about you, Mary Rose?
Yeah, I just like force myself to get really zoned in. I always wear a certain pair of socks on the day of competition,
Okay.
and I like tie my shoe laces up like 4 or 5 times, sometimes more.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just how I work.
Do you guys have any teammates that really kind of do even more weirder than the pickle juice thing?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, all right.
No.
I was just trying to have you guys, kind of call someone out, put someone on blast for that one. No, great question though. Brett, do you have something else? No. Coach Andy Shattuck, what can you tell me about? What's with this guy? What can you tell me about Coach that people might not know? Go ahead. Someone
He
has to
has
start.
a really big meteorology obsession.
Okay, and explain what that means. Like, what do you mean?
Like, what I've heard is that he just really is into the weather and is always updated on it. And apparently at his home, he's like got little, like, I don't know, updates on the weather, something like that.
Okay.
He'll like always know if we're gonna get a snow day or not, and he's never been wrong.
Okay.
So.
Interesting. Wow, that is he's well in tune. How about for you, Jordan? Is that what sticks out too for you?
Yeah, and well, most coaches are good at like calming down their athletes before races.
Okay.
He is the complete opposite. And my first ever race as a junior at Stevens Point, I was super nervous, and he told me, "Oh, don't worry. The worst that could happen is you'd fall on your face right before my race." So that didn't help.
No, did he honestly think he was helping you out, or?
Yeah,
Wow.
he's
Okay,
just
just
as-
oblivious. All right.
Yeah, he's just as antsy as we are, so it doesn't
Okay.
help being around him.
Wow, Coach. How'd you do, by the way, in the race?
I think I did fine. I didn't fall on my face.
Okay. All right.
That's all that matters.
That's good. Interesting stuff. What else? Anything else you can add to that?
No, he's just a really cool guy. I really like him. I think he's a good coach, and
Okay.
he just wants the best for his athletes. And I mean, everybody loves him. So
Okay.
Yep.
yeah.
Good stuff. All right, Coach Shattuck. See, they love you over here. Brett, you have something?
Yeah, track fan. What's going through your mind when you're in the blocks and waiting for the gun to sound?
Yeah, that's a great question. I always wondered
Who's
about
in the
that.
blocks the
You know,
most?
because it turns quiet, right? At least at stage is what I'm thinking about. You ladies, you kick your legs or whatever, and then you get down there. What's going in that mind right before the gunner's about ready to shoot? What's going through your mind, Jordan?
Nothing.
Nothing?
My mind's clear. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the gun. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. I just get really focused, and it feels like all time is standing still. But yeah, you just gotta keep calm. It's good.
How depressing is it when you hear the double shot,
Oh.
knowing that someone false started and now they're out? You see the tears. Brett, that's got to be the most sad thing.
That
I've
is
ever
a
seen.
harsh penalty.
Harsh
to pay.
penalty.
Yeah.
First
False
off,
start.
I'm not trying to jinx you, but talk about that. You know, is that tough for you to see, or do you kind of have to block that out too, Mary Rose?
Yeah, I just block it out right
Okay.
away.
All right. Even though the person's life just basically ended there, yeah, you can block that out.
I just forget anything happened, and I just
good.
like start
I'm
over.
just playing. Jordan, same
I've
thing.
never had it happen where someone's DQ'd in my heat.
Oh, okay.
But if it has happened, I'd probably freak out a little bit, not
Okay.
gonna lie. But yeah, it breaks my heart a little bit whenever you hear that second gunshot.
When that happens, do you think that would make you even more more antsy because then?
Yeah.
Oh boy,
For sure.
I always wondered how that would go. Interesting stuff. Brett, you have something else?
Well, I'm wondering, do you guys have strategy when you're in the blocks, or are you, you can't guess when the gun's going to go off, right? But I mean, is there still a strategy to get off to a good start and you get off to a good kick
Yeah.
into the blocks?
Is there something that you ladies think about beforehand and strategize at all?
No, I don't.
Well, I guess for distance, like just get out there and try not to get boxed in.
Okay. Okay. All right. Interesting stuff. Brett, you have
Sometimes,
something else?
sometimes you see those kids trying to guess when that gun's going to go off, and then
That's
you get
always
your
bad
DQs,
strategy.
yeah.
It would seem like. Do you have something else?
Nope,
from online.
we're
Okay.
good.
I guess we asked this kind of already. If you ever wanted to try other events in track, or no, maybe we didn't do this, though, did we? Field events, I guess, is what I'm asking, or maybe other running events. Did you ever, Mary Rose, think about trying? Did you ever want to do sprints?
Yeah, actually, I have. 'Cause,
Okay.
I don't know. It looks like fun, and they weightlift a lot, so they've got really nice arms. And
Okay.
I
All right.
mean, I'm Maybe the 300 hurdles. It just looks like a really hard race, and I want to like see how painful it is because that's what I always hear. It's just like the hardest race ever. So.
Yeah, Brett was mentioning that before. Now, what if Coach Shattuck comes up to go, look, Jordan, we need you to run the 2 mile. Can you go out there and run the 2 mile?
I would do it, but I don't think I'd be very good at it.
Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. But did you ever think about, wow, I wonder how I'd do in that? If I actually had time to practice it.
The 2 mile or any event?
Any kind of long distance, I guess.
Any long distance? Maybe the 800, but nothing further than that.
Okay. All right, interesting stuff. Again, this is fantastic stuff. I like talking to track athletes, especially runners. I have no idea what it must be like to be a good runner. So, Brett, did you have something else from online?
Yeah, Spring and Wisco, do you have a most embarrassing moment?
Embarrassing moment, one of my favorite questions. Come on, Mary Rose, you have something, don't you?
Well, I always like wear a ton of layers before a meet just because I get kind of nervous and I don't want to like underdress for the weather.
Okay.
So before like we're on the starting line and people are and the refs like take off your sweats and everyone like already has their sweats off because they just have a layer or two, but I'm like on the side and like they're waiting for me for a couple extra minutes to like take off all my sweats, and the ref's like, you really gotta like not wear as much, and I'm like, yeah, I know, but just what I do.
I'll remember that next time. Then keep on doing it, Jordan.
Well, one meet I actually dropped the baton, so that's embarrassing.
That is when you hear the ting.
Did it stay in? Were you in the zone at that time, or was it a handoff?
It was a handoff. So
could
I
you
don't
pick
know
it
what
up?
happened.
Did you have enough time to still?
I didn't know because it was my first year that you could pick it up and keep running. So I stopped, and my poor other person in the relay was waiting on the other side for me and didn't know where I went.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, live and learn, right?
That and the double gun is got to be the worst sound to hear at a track meet. It's a tink 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 of the drop baton. Interesting stuff. That's good. That's interesting things. Brett, let me take a break here. We got to do some promos. First off, are you ladies Packers fans?
Yeah.
Mary Rose, big Packer fan. How about for you, Jordan? Oh, great stuff. I can't stand them. I'm a Bears fan. But I co-host a Packers show with Brett Christopherson over there. Rosie is the producer of our Clubhouse Live Packers show, which this past couple of years was hosted by Ty Montgomery, who just paid a visit to your school, by the way, I heard, right? Number 88. Good guy. Can't say a bad thing about him. He's a great, great guy. But that starts to begin in August, our 10th season, award-winning show. And who's your favorite Packer?
Aaron Rodgers.
Been on the show. He's been on the show. How about for you?
I would have said Aaron
Okay,
Rodgers,
same
too.
thing. Been on the show. I thought maybe going to say Jordy Nelson, but he's with the Raiders now.
Yeah.
But he was also on our show. All your favorite Packers have been on the show except for Clay Matthews. He has not been on our show. We've asked him, right, Brett, many times, and he says no. But most of your favorite Packers have been on the show. So I invite everyone out there, along with you, and to come on down. Monday, 6:30 p.m., late August is when our season starts up again, the Clubhouse Live Sports, or Packer show, I should say. Over there inside the Paper Valley Hotel is the Clubhouse Live Clubhouse Sports Bar and Grill. So please check it out. You meet all your favorite Packers. You win great prizes. And then you get to hang out with all of us and have a great time. So every Monday, 6:30 p.m., either come down and watch it or watch it live on Facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. Am I saying that right, Brett?
Just clubhouselive.com.
Okay, I forget you guys have your own
We've only been
website
doing
for
it
that.
10 years now. But
Yeah,
that's
but
okay.
I'm still irked a little bit. We don't have a Varsity Roundtable.com, but more on that in a little bit. But Twitter. Now, Jordan, I had trouble finding Jordan's Twitter yesterday. Apparently, you do it backwards. Go ahead, give your Twitter account.
Prince Jordan.
There we go. It's Prince Jordan. And Mary Rose, you're at Mary Rose Flood?
Yeah.
Mary Rose Flood. Ooh, that's nice and easy. I'm at PC Ricardo. Brett's at PC Brettsy. Rosie's at Metal Rosie. And again, everyone knows about Twitter. I love it. When I'm at the state meet and I'm watching you ladies get the gold, I'll be putting that right up right away. See what I did there? So good stuff. So please follow me at PC Ricardo. Our podcast, you were talking to you a little bit about on our podcast, by the way. Do you ladies even pay attention to podcasts, or is that something? Anyway, the R&B Show podcast, where we just had our 31st episode, the only podcast dedicated to high school sports in the Foxville area. That's all we do is talk about all the great athletes, all the great teams that we have here. So please check us out. It's on iTunes, on Stitcher, and Google Play. Just look up the R&B Show, and you'll find it right away. Again, the only podcast dedicated to high school sports in the Valley. And you ladies were talking about Aaron Rodgers, and he's our special guest at our end of the year Wisconsin High School Sports Awards show. Isn't that cool? If you win, like we're going to have, it's kind of like the ESPY, so best basketball player, best girls basketball player, best girls track athletes, best boys track athlete. If you win one of those events, you get to meet Rodgers and take a picture with him. Isn't that cool? I don't think it's cool, but you guys probably think it's cool. But yeah, he's going to be co-hosting it with us. He's a guest. No, not co-hosting. He's our guest speaker, right, Brett? Brett's going to be asking him questions, and we're going to field questions from the audience. Correct me if I'm wrong, Brett.
Sort of, kind of, but not there will be screened questions.
Screened questions, right. You can't be asking him, how's Danica, or something like that. But yeah, so it's going to be a whole lot of fun. He's coming down to the show. It's at the Lambeau Field Atrium, so it's going to be a whole lot of fun. That's on May 11th, right? May 11th.
A month from today.
That's right, a month from today. And okay, shout outs, end of the show. Don't forget to send some love out to people who got you where you are today. You're going to be looking at the different cameras. We're going to have you all set up, but I don't want you to forget anybody, okay? Because people really get upset, I've noticed. We've had people come back on the show, I forgot this person. They wouldn't stop letting me know about it. So please don't forget about anybody, okay? All right, second half of the show. Brett, did you have something from online? We can start with that
Yeah,
first.
I do. AN fan wants to know, what is your favorite thing or favorite part about being a member of the Appleton North track team?
There you go. Favorite thing. We'll start with Jordan here. Go to Mary Rose.
Mine would be the teammates.
Okay.
I have some really close friends on the team.
Great.
It's always fun to go to practice with them every day.
Okay. Mary Rose?
Yeah, definitely the teammates, just being with them and having fun. I mean, it just like adds a whole nother like level of fun track.
What about the uniform swag, though, huh? Am I right? Am I right? Check that out. No, good stuff. Brett, you have something else? No? Okay. Best athlete that you've gone against. Now, Mary Rose, I know you run cross country, so you deal with maybe a lot of the same athletes. But anybody kind of come to mind when you're thinking about top athlete that you've gone against? We'll start with Mary Rose and go to Jordan on that.
Yeah, Anna Fauske from Kakana, she's really good. And Olivia Ice from Kimberly. They're both really competitive.
Right. Okay. How about for you, Jordan?
It's kind of hard for me to answer because I run in relays a lot.
Okay.
But if there was someone I would want to race against, it'd be Nicole Bookinger from Kakana.
It would be. Okay, she's a friend of the show. She's been on our show. Good stuff. When you see, I've always liked to ask this question, you see you're going against, maybe at the state meet, people that you've gone against or you're familiar with, do you like seeing that? Would you rather race against someone you don't know, or does that kind of almost calm you down maybe a little bit, seeing some familiar faces, Mary Rose?
Yeah, well, because like we're friends off the track too, so it just, it's fun, and like you've been running with them all year, so it's just fun to have one more race with them, and you're just kind of in it together at that point.
Same thing for you, Jordan?
Yeah, I feel like it gives me more motivation to run harder if I knew them.
Okay, all right, yeah, great stuff. Brett, did you have something from online?
I do. Christian back wants to know the hardest workout you have ever endured.
Okay. Oh, wow. He's asking a serious question here. Jordan, hardest workout you've ever had to endure?
Well, I'm going to go kind of off track. In the summer, I went to this cross-country camp, and we had to run 11 miles. No, I ran 8 miles in one day. That was the hardest workout I've ever had to endure.
Okay, interesting. Now, why did you choose to go to the cross-country?
A lot of my friends were doing it, and I thought it'd just be fun to stay in shape.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay, all right.
All
right, okay, good, interesting. Okay, hardest workout, but still fun. Mary Rose?
In cross country, we run a lot of 1200s at a time, so that was probably the hardest thing. Okay, good stuff. Brett, did you have something else from online?
Yeah, I do. From Track Fan again, what do you do during a meet to pass the time when you are between events? Sometimes there's a long stretch between when you run.
Not just that. Sometimes when there's a rain delay, you guys are chilling for a couple
Track's
hours.
Kind of that camaraderie type. A
Yeah,
lot of socializing going on.
And there is. You guys have tent city and all that kind of stuff. So what do you do in between those events? I mean, just kind of unwind maybe a little bit, and then eventually you have to gear up for your next event.
Yeah, I just try to calm down and rest, just relax, keep my mind off of track, and I talk to my teammates and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I put my feet up, relax. Sometimes I'll talk to friends and whatnot, listen to music, anything to pass time.
When it comes to weather, what's the worst weather to be a part of? Is it having a little bit of rain, have it being slick, too cold, or too hot? Like last year, I don't know if it was a Friday or Saturday, was really warm at La Crosse. But out of those three elements, which one would you prefer, Jordan?
Which one would I'd prefer the hot weather.
Oh, really? Okay. Now, why is that? You don't like running in cold?
Yeah, in cold weather, usually it's windy, and that makes you feel slower, and I don't like cold weather in general, so it's just not fun to be out there in spandex and a tank top in cold weather.
Now, is that maybe a little bit different with the hot weather for a long-distance runner? Maybe? I don't know. Which one do you prefer, I guess?
Well, depends on cold weather, because if it's like 50, that's nice, but hot weather, that's really nice because it relaxes your body.
Okay.
So.
Okay. But you both hate the wet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. Brett, do you have something from online?
I do from actually Facebook. Mike Berman, you might have answered it, but I'm going to ask it again. Do you have a favorite event? Have we touched on that?
I think we did the favorite events, actually.
Okay. My apologies then.
Okay. greatest sports memory. So it doesn't have to necessarily be from track. Anything you've maybe done in the past. Maybe as a elementary school, you did something. I don't know if you're playing a different sport. Greatest sports memory, Mary Rose.
Probably in cross country, getting 6th at the state meet. That was really fun.
Okay, great. How about
I would
for
have
you?
said the same thing.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay, great stuff. Look at that. These girls are, they're right here, man. Best friends here. What do you got, Brett?
AN fan back. I hear you do mental training as well. What is that like, and do you think it helps? That's a good question.
That is a great question. Okay. Anything to add to that, Jordan?
Yeah, Lucas Jaden
Sure.
helps us out with a lot of mental stuff. He's taught like Shattuck how to run some mental Mondays that we do, and that has helped so much in my 400 to keep like a positive attitude when I'm running it, even though I want to think negatively during the race. So yeah, that definitely has helped my races.
Yeah, definitely Lucas Jaden is someone who's come up before on our show. We've talking to the girls basketball team for sure and talking about that. The same thing for you, Mary Rose?
Yeah, Lucas Jaden, he helps so much, and like Shattuck, he helps too, just calming down before a race and controlling the controllables and surrendering the outcome. Just really great things that keep you mentally tough.
We might have to hire Jaden to come here, Brett. Have our little mental Mondays.
We need a little boost.
I
don't
think
we,
you need a little
sometimes?
boost is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Is you need to focus
We need a little energy.
Yeah. Do you have something else from online, BC?
Nope, I'm good.
Here's the thing. One more thing before we go to our shout-outs. Talk about your college plans. So what's the next step for you? Are you looking to compete at the next level? And also, have you really, I know it's early, but have you thought about a major or anything like that, Mary Rose?
Yeah, I'm going to run for Marquette next year.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank
okay.
you. And I'm going to major in nursing.
Okay. How about for you, Jordan?
I'm not going to run, but I'll
Okay.
be at Madison,
Okay.
and I want to major in pharmacy.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic stuff. Brett, did you have anything else? Because if not, it's time for some shout-outs before my last question. So, Rosie, show them the camera they'll be looking at. Boom. It's that one. This is where we do want you to look in the camera. Okay, I always start farthest over to my right. So, Mary Rose, you're on. So, go ahead and give some love out to people who got you where you are today.
Shout out to my mom, dad, family, Coach Jaden, Coach Howard, Coach Shattuck, Coach Lucas, Logan, Katie, Steph, and all my teammates and friends. Love you guys. Thanks for helping me be here.
Okay, great stuff. Go ahead, Jordan.
I'd like to give a shout out to my mom and dad, my brothers Cody and Caden, Christian Matthews, Molly Brinkoff, all my track teammates, and all my track coaches.
Okay. My shout-out goes out to Mike Sherry for filling in for you, Brett, last week on the R&M show.
R&B show.
R&M show. Ricardo and Mike. For a week, he was great. He stepped in. We didn't miss a beat. And, Mike, anytime we need you, you're the first guy we're going to call. So thank you so much. That's what my shout-out goes out to. So my last question is this. I'm going to go to lacrosse either way, okay? So first off, are we going to see you ladies on the podium? And I'm talking about tops on the podium. I'm talking at the one, maybe in a relay, maybe an individual event. I don't know. But is that going to happen, Jordan?
I hope so. I mean, that's every athlete's goal.
Right.
And all of our 4x4 girls are back, so hopefully we'll have a strong relay for that. So, I mean, I don't want to say I'm going to make the
Go
podium.
ahead,
No.
say it. No, okay.
I don't know, but it's definitely the goal.
Okay, all right. Mary Rose?
Yeah, same thing. Just that's like the ultimate goal. But whatever happens, happens. Just hope for the best.
Okay, all right. Well, I appreciate you ladies coming down. By the way, Appleton North girls track stars. I'm calling them stars because they're going to be bringing home some gold coming early June. Again, Mary Rose Flood, Jordan Prince. Thank you so much. I know you ladies are busy, getting the 4.0s and all that kind of stuff, with your grades and everything. So I appreciate you coming down. I want to thank again Jim Rosnick over there holding it down, keeping that live stream machine on, and not having to go kaput on you. And also Brett Christopherson for fielding all those great questions from online. Yeah, there's a lot of people watching you. A lot of people want to keep interested in what you ladies are doing. So appreciate that, Appleton North, the folks out there. So again, until next week, hopefully we'll have maybe some more track athletes on, maybe some softball players. Best place to check that out, facebook.com/Varsity Roundtable. Of course, you both like Varsity Roundtable on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be checking. Don't tell me that. I'll be checking. But yeah, that's the best place to find out. So again, until next week, everyone out there, have a great week. We'll see you back here again next Wednesday for another edition of the Varsity Roundtable. Keep smiling.